Hello, hello. Group number one. What makes you sexy? Welcome to Hollywood Oracle. Thank you for coming if you've been here before. Thank you for coming back if you've been here before. Thank you for coming if you're new. Let's get into it. Let's see, your card here was love. In the reverse, though. And they called it puppy love. Let's get into this. What makes. Ooh, hello. Attractive in the reverse. Okay. So, love and attractive in the reverse. What are you trying to tell me? Group number one. All right, let's see. It's kind of a crappy day because we're getting like the smog, I guess, from the Canada fires. And fun card in reverse. What makes you sexy? Embrace here in the upright. That flew out. All right, let's see. Children in the reverse. All right. Oh, hello. Balance here in the reverse. Passion in the upright. Business in the reverse. Creative in the reverse. And listen in the upright. All right. That was kind of kind of a lot there. All right, pile number one. Let's see what's going on here. I'm not even gonna lie, it's gonna be a weird reading. Growth card in the upright. If I'm on, grace card in the upright, let me know in the comics section if this resonates with anyone. Because faith in the upright. The hell? What makes you sexy? What makes you sexy? Group number one. All right. Courage on the bottom of the deck. Sorry there. I was trying to pick up this message. Like, okay, so let's get in this. Group number one. What makes you sexy? First, we have the love card here in the reverse. Okay, so overall, okay, I'm picking up this energy like you could have gone through some type of breakup, whether it was romantic or platonic. Excuse me, take how that resonates for you. And I'm saying this in the sense or in the terms of like, I see this more as a relationship. It could be a wedding. I mean, a wedding. Could be a marriage. Could be a relationship, right? Um, Something that you were close of, but like this is like the dawning. Like this is the aura, kind of the read here. So I'm seeing like, okay, this person, right, could have made you feel unattractive. Though I do feel you are an attractive person, okay? Or you have attractive qualities. Take however that resonates for you, right? However, like this person kind of puts you in this kind of energy of you kind of feeling unattractive. This what makes you sexy. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like a story read. Okay, just kind of what I'm feeling here. So you might have been in this period where you didn't feel like you look good, right? Maybe you just weren't taking care of yourself the best, whether it's hygiene, whether it's just physically, right? Getting your hair done, nails done, X, Y, Z. Um, Fun. Okay, you could have gone kind of like could have gone like kind of inside, didn't really do much. Could have been a homebody, maybe sat at home, just didn't do things that maybe once enjoyed. Okay. Um, However, here I feel like this with the embrace card though is like you were you kind of embrace this like disconnect here, right? And you were like, whatever, I feel like you drop this kind of like childish kind of energy, right? This is what makes you sexy is like you went through it, right? You had your little period of like downtime, depression, maybe anxiety. Take how it resonates for you. Then you embraced it, right? You're like, okay, look, it is what it is. Okay, is what it is, right? Because she sawed in half. She knows exactly where she is, right? She's dead, waiting for her number to get picked, right? So she's embracing it. You're embracing this, right? Kind of dropped maybe, childhood friends, or or childlike energy is kind of what I'm picking up here, right? So you kind of got more serious about things, maybe started reading into things, maybe I'm seeing like observing your behavior and where you could grow, right? Because we have this balance card in the reverse. So what makes you sexy is like, you I feel like you kind of took yourself through this breakup, right? And like I'm saying, this it could be romantic, platonic, this could be a relationship, this could be a job. You take how it resonates, right? Either way, it impacted you, right? Maybe mentally, physically, take how it resonates for you, right? But it wasn't a fun period, right? You embrace that, grew up some bit, right? Looked at things that weren't balanced in your life. I feel like right now you're going toward like you're finding the passion, right? What's sexy about you is you found the passion to kind of get up and go for things again, right? Like you found your imbalances, right? And you're like, all right, let's go, let's go. And this could be a romance, right? You could have hooked up with somebody as well. This could be a relationship. What makes you sexy, right? Is like, either you're going towards passions. I'm seeing it more so going towards passions, right? You could be a little bit scatterbrained at the moment, right? Like kind of and I'm not saying scatterbrained, but just in the sense of like um with the business in reverse, I feel like anybody who wasn't really about anything, okay, and take how that resonates for you, right? Anybody who you kind of saw were like, okay, I feel like you observed people's trajectory, right? If you're looking at a graph and you're saying, like, okay, if they're running, how's the camera here? This line here, right? If they're running this line here and you see if like year one they're here, year two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11. So you're seeing like, okay, if this person in my life is always going to be here, I want to align myself with people who are this way, like going like, or at least, with a slight curve. So I kind of feel like you're cutting out nonsense in your life, right? Anything that really was kind of dragging you down, right? And this passion, I feel like is more, maybe could be like an awakening more so, or maybe a relationship that helped you awake, right? But you kind of cut out all the kind of like negative things, right, that you had going on, right? Maybe you went through a period of like maybe not knowing yourself as much, or just like lack of creativity. Maybe you did start a business, okay, and you hit kind of like this, or have a business, and you hit kind of like this block here. I feel like what makes you sexy now is like you're listening to you, like yourself, what you want, right? What makes you sexy is listening to yourself. You've grown. Everybody has seen you grown from this situation, okay? Like everyone can see it. Kind of like, seeing angel numbers. Like once you start seeing them, you see them everywhere all day long, right? It's hard to not see the growth that you've put in. You're carrying yourself different, right? You see, shoulders back, head is up. Okay, she looks nice. So you're carrying yourself better as well. With the faith card in the upright, okay? I feel like this is you having faith in yourself, right? And then we have the courage card at the bottom of the deck. It's what makes you sexy. Is like you are having this like newfound faith in yourself, carrying yourself in the image. This could be you like making um message boards, or whatever it is for you, like saying your little quotes in the morning. Like, I feel like you're on the trajectory towards what you want in your life, right? And this could be things you've written down, spells you may have casted. Anyways, you have the faith that things are going to work out for you, right? So you just keep going because you know things are going to work out for you. Then we have the courage card in the upright, right? Like, you have the courage, and he's gonna poke that spider there. Most people are afraid of spiders, to go for something you want, right? And it could be love, because we have that love card again, right? It really could be love again. This could be you stepping into a new relationship and maybe having the courage to even try it, right? Because we have that home card in the reverse. So like, you maybe feel like your home isn't a home without a significant other, or whatever the case is. We have the reflection card, right? Kind of sitting back, reflecting on things. Maybe you're a little worried to go towards maybe a new business venture or relationship. Okay, so you're reflecting on it, right? Because we have that marriage in reverse. So I feel like you're maybe take how it resonates for you, what kind of relationship it is, business or personal. But like, you're just kind of shaky on getting back out there, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, we'll get you some advice messages here from Spirit, God, Universe, whatever it is you believe in. I call a major pain. Sorry, that was kind of like a getting deep and personal, but you know what? Take how it resonates. If you want me to read it a little bit different here, you know, I feel like even though when you don't feel like you look good, right? You look good. Okay. Fun card is, you're responsible. You know when to have fun, when to not have fun. What situations are serious. You're embracing things about yourself, right? Getting serious about yourself, like children in reverse. Like, no more playing, right? You go hard for the thing that you want. We have the balance in reverse. You don't really involve yourself with people who are unbalanced. Okay. With the passion card in the upright, like going towards your passions, business pursuits. I feel like cutting off business with people that, again, with that balance, right? Anyone who seems shady, maybe lacking, creativity or at least direction. I don't want it in the upright. Okay. So, all right. You stupid in the reverse. Okay. Two more here. Two more here. Effing relax in the reverse. And not for everyone in the upright, and then the answers are within. Okay. So, and I usually only pull four. Then we have beware of your surroundings. Okay. Do you want it? This is saying I don't want it. So, you could be, you could, I feel like you could be putting a message out there of like saying there's something that you want, and then when you know, universe kind of intervenes, right, to give it to you, you're like, I don't want it. Okay. And maybe maybe they're trying to give it to you in a person that you don't want around you, or maybe they're trying to give it to you in, you know um in your workplace or work environment, some situation like this. I feel like, universe, spirit, God, universe, whatever it is you believe in, right, is saying like, hey, we're trying to give you something that you've been asking for, right? Trying to make it move towards you, but every time we move it towards you, you kind of still got this wall up, like you stupid in the reverse. This is them saying like you're not stupid, right? Like I feel like this is saying like, okay, if there is some type of situation, right, that you're dealing with, or resisting, okay, they're saying just kind of think about it, like this could be a good thing for you, okay? After you relax, it could be this is what you're not doing, what you need to be doing, right? Relaxing. They're saying to relax, like things will come in the spiritual divine time, right? And just remember that you are not for everyone, okay? So they're just saying and reminding you like, um be yourself, right? Don't change who you are to be around other to get around other people, right? Just be who you are, and people will like that person. And again, here we are with that backup, answers are within, right? So if you're struggling with anything, okay, just go within. You know what's going on the inside, right? Be honest to yourself about whatever it is you might be running away from or reacting, maybe a little bit overboard about, right? And check yourself when talking to friends, because that's usually when our aggression might come out, because we know that person so well. And then we have beware your surroundings, okay? So this is your spirit guide universe saying could have somebody possibly around you, right, that's not that may be looking to leech off of you, maybe drive you back kind of into those thoughts or keep you stuck, right? Because you see like they're looking at each other. So I feel like this is probably somebody that right? Somebody that's really close. That could be trying to just keep you, because I mean, in this scene in the movie, right? They're both laying in the same bed, and the kid puts his arm on him to get a more of a convincing photo, right, that they needed, and he reaches around and puts his arm around the kid, right? So I feel like this is somebody who's close to you, and this is just spirit guide universe saying be careful of the company you keep, okay? I will see you on the next one. Thank you for tuning in to Hollywood Oracle. You take care. Bye. Hello, hello, group number 2. Let's see, group number 1 was interesting. Let's see what will come out in group number 2. So we have the faith card in the reverse here. Um, I'm Antonio, right? I forgot my name. And this is Hollywood Oracle. Thank you for coming if you're coming here for the first time, and thank you for coming back if you're a subscribed person. If you'd fans. All right. Let's see. What makes you sexy? What makes you sexy? You could be you could be a funny person, right? That's kind of, I'm picking up on that energy, right? You could be, maybe you do impressions, okay? Or maybe you like to mimic people. Free card in the reverse. All right. These are filling. Yeah, this even has a different inspire in the reverse. So this even has a different feel to it. The deck does than when I was doing group 1 Eternal here in the reverse. Growth in the reverse. Third party here in the reverse. I swear there's upright cards. Here we go. Fun card in the upright. Forgiveness in the upright. Gifts in the reverse. We have a challenge in the upright. Shadow work in the reverse. A love card in the reverse. Okay. And the peace card in the reverse. Alrighty. And then we have the embrace card in reverse. All right. Let's see what weird things we can get into in this reading. As like I said, group number 1 was interesting. What makes you sexy? So we have the free card in the reverse. Followed by, here we go, we have the faith card in the reverse here. Okay. I feel like this is what makes you sexy. And I don't know why I keep saying that. What is that? What kind of maybe I'm pulling that from a movie, or maybe you are from some type of uh, what was I gonna say? Some type of land, where they come from. Okay, it talks like this. You know what I'm saying? Put it down in the comment section. Um, maybe you're walking away right from maybe a religion that you used to follow, or maybe just a culture that you used to follow, right? So that's kind of what makes you, and we're seeing this, as the generations go on. We're seeing, especially in America here, where we're like blended. You can see, Asian people, and have the same type of like similar traits or whatever as black people, and so on and so forth. Or they just might not look as you might expect them to, or they might not act as you would expect them to act, right? So they take on, maybe a more hip hop clothing style, or XYZ, right? I say all that to say, like, this is kind of you. Like, I feel like this is what makes you sexy, is like you don't really live your life by following, certain rules, or, cultures, religions, or cultures, right? With the free card in reverse, I feel like what makes you sexy is like this is kind of like the energy you keep around you, right? You don't like to be weighed down, right? You kind of like to float around. Maybe if you're at some type of event, you'll go over here, talk to these people, float over there, talk to those people. Like, you don't really stick, in one place for too long, right? We have the inspire card in the reverse. Okay. With the inspire card in the reverse, I feel like what makes you sexy is I feel like this is more so like you don't lead people on, right? What makes you sexy is like if somebody is interested in you, right, and you definitely don't feel that same way. If they make some type of comment, you'll definitely kind of let them know, like, I only really see you like XYZ, or you don't. I feel like this is more so like you don't and lead people on in any type of situation. Okay, so if somebody's like, oh, hey, so and so, do you want to go, maybe sometime grab a bite to eat, or XYZ, just an example, and you're like, no, it won't, it, not in a nice way, right? I was going to say it will never. Tone is everything, right? With eternal, okay, and this is why I'm saying this again, eternal. Like, you don't. I feel like you don't lock down to things, right? No, nothing is, nothing is yours. Let's put it that way, right? Like you're somebody who isn't afraid to let things go, right? Let things go. Let the new come in. Let the old go out. With the growth, though, what makes you sexy? I feel like with the growth, though, what makes you sexy is I'm feeling this is more of like a an age thing, right? You could be somebody who doesn't necessarily look your age, right? With the growth, I don't really feel like this is, personality wise, because we have the third party here in the reverse. And I feel like, this is like you kind of making what makes you sexy is like you are, pretty straightforward as far as like what you expect, right? If you're in a relationship, it's you and this, right? I feel like you're a person who, it's not going to involve other people in your, personal life or personal situations. And that's what makes you sexy, right? Like you keep things between you and who else you might be dating at that time, right? You're a fun person overall. I mean, look at the hat, right? A hat with bat wings and lights. How could it not be cool? And things dangling from it. I would wear it. So, anyways, yeah, people see you as a fun person, and that's what makes you sexy. Maybe you get out there, you do things, hike, right? I'm getting hiking. Maybe it's not even walking. I mean, maybe it's not even walking. I mean, yeah, of course, it's hiking. Maybe it's not even hiking, but just getting out and going on walks, right? It could be at the beach, could be at local parks, X, Y, Z, right? That's what I'm kind of getting, like just an outdoors kind of fun person, right? You just like to do fun things, and festivals are technically outside, right? With the forgiveness card, okay, I feel like what makes you sexy is you can. I feel like you're more of a you'll bust somebody's balls, right? If they have done something to you, right? But they can definitely still earn your forgiveness, right? But it's not going to come, easy or cheap, okay? But you will be like, okay, look, you know what? I've given you enough crap. Let's call it a truce here. Um, with the gifts card in the reverse, again, I'm kind of getting this kind of like romantic thing where it's like, you know what? You're not, uh, you don't accept things, right? Like what's kind of sexy is you about you. Why am I getting like but they don't want you to know what makes you what makes you sexy. That's what it is. They're like, don't give her a big head. Don't give him a big head, right? What makes you sexy is with the gifts in the reverse. I feel like you aren't somebody who takes handouts, right? You're not looking for free things. Like you're a hard worker, and everything you have, you could have gotten yourself, right? Or at least you were involved in some way of getting that. So what's sexy about you is like you're not. I feel like this is like like you don't. Sexy about you is also you don't give to people who aren't giving to you, right? It's like a transaction, right? You give some to me, I give some to you, and back and forth, and we both keep our cups full, right? Forever, right? That's the move. And so I feel like that's what's attractive about you as well is you don't give um to people who don't really aren't, I don't want to say in your level or anything. It's just like you don't give to people who aren't as giving as yourself, right? You kind of keep that, gift exchange kind of thing between people who actually put effort into it, right? Or even energy exchange, right? And then again, like you're not one for accepting handouts. Like you'll go out and you'll get it. You're not ashamed to work for what you have. Challenge, see? I mean, it literally says it. You go towards the challenges, right? You go towards your challenges, you take them head on. Shadow work in the reverse, though, I feel like this is more so saying like what's sexy about you is like you don't really. I feel like this is more so you're looking at people who come at you kind of expecting a relationship, right? And you kind of turn down people and maybe even friendships of people who haven't really done the work on themselves, right? Like you just have conversations with people and you're like, I don't feel like this is a judging thing though. I think this is more of like what makes you sexy is like even if you feel like a person is not as mature as you or at the same level as you, you or has done the same amount as work as you have, right? You know, you won't treat them differently, but you won't necessarily be engaging with them consistently, right? So like you kind of like read people's energies. You're like, hey, you still got some things to kind of grow through, whatever X, Y, Z. We can talk, but we're not. I'm kind of not going to hang out with you or be around in your same spaces, right? The love card in the reverse. Okay, again, I feel like this goes with the internal card. Like you're able to, what's sexy about you is like you're able to kind of switch off, emotions, right? Like maybe think about things logically, okay? Even if it is somebody you love, okay? And then what's also sexy about you is you don't need love to feel whole, is kind of what I'm picking up, okay? So you don't need that, right? Like you don't need that other person to feel like, to be you, to be the person you are. And then we have peace here in the reverse. I feel like you're not a person to. I feel like you're the what's sexy about you is you're a person who's like, look, if I'm not cool with that person, I'm not cool with that person. Okay. And like there are no, I'm not gonna pretend or XYZ. I'm gonna let you know, like, hey, I'm not cool with this person. I can be cordial, but like I'm not gonna work with them or so I feel like, you're upfront about it, okay? And then in the embrace card in the reverse, I feel like again with the and I said it right here next to that shadow work card though. I feel like you don't deal with people who haven't done the work on themselves, but also aren't embracing who they are, if that makes sense. So, like for example, let's say you have this friend who goes out and parties too much, right? They blow all their money. Okay. And then when you talk to them about it, they act like that's not what they're doing. That isn't somebody that you would even really continue to talk to or be around, right? Like you only kind of deal with people who are embracing those, even the flaws about themselves. Okay. And that's what's sexy about you. We'll grab you some advice cards from Spirit, God, Universe, whatever it is you believe in. In other words, major pain. Okay. Give me 4 cards, sure. Okay, listen up, turd. So, Spirit God Universe has got a message for you. Boundaries in the reverse. Okay. Give me. You're tripping. How many cards is this? Way too damn many. 2 more cards here. All right, let's see. Do you have morals? And that's in the reverse. Okay, and then you're protected in the reverse as well. Okay, bottom of the deck is training day, turd. Okay. So listen up, turd, right? I feel like this is Spirit Guide Universe just saying, hey, pay attention to alarm clocks specifically. I'm getting because I just like boom right in my head. Okay, just pay attention to alarm clocks, right? But just pay attention in general. I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is trying to get some type of messages to you. Okay, maybe take some time and just meditate. Clear your mind. I know that's hard to do, especially with everything going on. And just take some time to go within. With the boundaries here in the reverse, okay? Boundaries in reverse, I feel like Spirit Guide Universe is saying, okay, if you're at this point, excuse me, I don't know why I'm getting all these burps, maybe confirmation. If you're at this point, where I feel like you've kind of crossed off enough people, right? Where now you're like, okay, well, I've exited all these people from my life. Now I don't really have friends or people that I'm really around. And then you try and make some. Okay, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, look, you got to bring the walls down, right, in order to meet new people. Okay, you can't, you can't, you got to come off the high horse, or at least get off the horse, right, to come down and mingle with people. So you got to lower the boundaries. You got to learn to trust people if trust is something you have an issue with, right? Um, then we have do you have morals? And that's in the reverse. Okay. So you could be doing something that Spirit God Universe doesn't approve of. That's between you, Spirit God, or the universe, whatever it is you believe in, right? And you're protected. So this is Spirit God Universe saying, look, they know what you're doing, okay, and you know what you're doing, okay, and they're saying like, look, we can't help you with this. Okay, so if you're doing something, and I don't really feel like this a message goes to everyone, so take how it resonates for you, right? But they're just saying like that action is not approved of. Okay, but they are telling you like if there's something that you want to get working on, right? Some type of business pursuit, maybe just some type of new lifestyle, right? It's training day, turd. Time to start it, and then we have the nourish card literally right behind it. Okay, so nourish up, right? And then we have the water your goals card in the reverse. So that's what you're not doing is, taking that leap towards, a better direction. Okay. That you're aware of. That has been your reading. Thank you for tuning in to Hollywood Oracle. I will see you on the next one. Take care. Bye. Hello, hello, group number 3. Welcome to Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio. And this is what makes you sexy. We have compassion in the reverse. Let's jump into it. Okay. Healing in the reverse. Oh, baby. Fun. Okay. In the upright. Then we have growth in the reverse. Balance in the upright. Whoa. Aerial assault. Admirer in the reverse. Gratitude in the upright. Come on, 3 more here. Spit it out. Tell me what's going on. We have the children in the upright. Mirroring in the upright. We have the meditate card in the reverse. The nourish card in the reverse. Okay. 2 more here, 2 more here. We have the truth card in the upright, and 1 more. Oh. Patience card in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is third party card in the reverse. All right. I have 2 hands, but I only use one. It's like, anyways, compassion card in the reverse. Okay, so what makes you sexy, right? Group number 3 is I feel like, you're not one to listen to people's woes, right? Woe is me, woe is this, woe is that. I feel like, you don't really allow people to play the victim around you, right? So like you're I feel like you're kind of like, oh well, that sucks. Like let's get on with it, right? Like you don't really, and I mean that goes right into the like maybe you're a person who doesn't even like small talk, right? So you don't care what people did this weekend. You don't care that their daughter did that, blah blah blah, blah, right? You don't you, like that's kind of what makes you sexy, right? Is like maybe you don't, like I said, get involved in small talk, or you just don't allow people to, have this victim mentality around you, right? Because then we have the healing card in the reverse. So again, I feel like you don't associate yourself with people who aren't at least trying to heal themselves or working on the things that they need to be working on, right? You know how to have fun, right? You're a fun person. That's what makes you sexy, right? So you get out there, you do things, festivals, carnivals, maybe fruit picking in the summer, right? Because that's what's going on right now. Well, no, what's currently going on right now is all this smoke from apparently Canada fires, right? I feel bad for the people out there, but it's a lot of damn smoke. Okay. Anyways, growth here in the reverse. Um, Again, I feel like this goes into the healing card, right? Like you're not. What makes you sexy, right? Is you don't um, keep people around you who aren't growing. Okay. Like you like people who are always growing, like achieve and grow. Like, okay, I hit my goal, I'm here, and so it happens to some people, right? You see it. Like some people get through school, right? And then they get this, the job that they always wanted, XYZ, but like then they just kind of like plateau, right? They're just like, okay, I got my job, I got my life, I got my whatever, my family, XYZ, and then it's like they just kind of live that, right? I feel like you're somebody who like keeps around people who are like always going towards something that, it's going to help them grow either as a person, right? Their personality wise, mentally, XYZ, right? You only deal with people who are balanced. You're balanced. And that's what makes you sexy, right? You have this kind of balance of light and dark. Okay, so the light here, if you haven't seen the movie, is if this dog steps off of the board here, the people on the other end, they die. So there's the dark, right? So I feel like you just have that you're just right on the teeter, right? Right on the teeter. Admirer here in the reverse. Okay. I feel like what's sexy about you is you don't need admirers, right? You don't need people. I feel like admirers, even just like onlookers, right? You don't need anyone to like validate you or, push you towards certain goals, right? Like you don't need that kind of outside influence. And, you might even work better, being single. So take how that resonates for you. Like you just get more done. Okay. Gratitude in the upright. What's sexy about you is like you express gratitude about things. When somebody gives you a compliment, when somebody buys you something, XYZ, you're very thankful and you let people know, even if it's the smallest gesture is what I'm picking up. So then we have the children in the upright. So either what makes you sexy is either you're great with children, right? And you could have children yourself. Okay. Otherwise, you're still children at heart. And it could be both. So take how it resonates. But like, you still know how to have fun, right? You can be, I mean, look at these kids, right? They're all dressed up in their little, uniform, right? So you can be proper, want to have proper, but you also know when to have fun, right? To bring that childhood energy out. And that's what we have here in the mirroring. So that's what makes you sexy is I feel like, you can adapt to any type of situation that you need to be in. Okay. So it's like, okay, we're doing, serious business, we're drinking, whatever, maybe scotch or whatever the case is, right? You can do that. Otherwise, you're like, okay, we need to change up and we need to attack it this approach. Like, watch me do it. Like, you're what is that animal called? A chameleon, right? Just morphing, changing to whatever to suit your needs. With the meditate card in the reverse, I feel like again you kind of stay away from people who only surface level scratch things, right? Like I feel like you're a deep thinker and you like other to be around other deep thinkers, okay? You don't nourish anything that you don't really see going towards anything, right? That's what we're getting here with this Nourish card. It's like, yeah, you're like, hey, you're a cool person, XYZ. I can see you when I see you, but like, you aren't really going anywhere, or like, I know where to find you. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is more so like you don't nourish relationships or anything that you don't really think will really, I don't want to say like you're using the people, but it's just like you nourish things that you feel like will have a future in your life, right? With the truth card is you're a person who deals in truths, right? That's what you want. I feel like you're a person who respects honesty um, more than anything else, right? Like just be upfront with me and I can handle that and get through it a lot more if you just, straight front with me. Uh, balance card, or I'm sorry, balance card. Um, patience card here in the reverse. With the patience in reverse, I feel like what's sexy about you is you don't you have patience where it matters, but in the pursuit of things that you want, you don't have patience, right? So it's like if you have a goal or a certain thing that you're trying to achieve, like you just go straight forward, right? There is no patience, like boom, right? Boom. Third party here is like I feel like with the third party card, what's sexy about you is like you don't overwork yourself and you don't get into drama or conflicts. Okay, you don't involve yourselves in things that either don't involve you, right? Or you just kind of know when to, like, okay, yeah, that I need to take some time or some rest, right? I don't want to get involved in this situation, or that looks, so I feel like you just know when to join things, not join things, XYZ. We'll get you some advice cards here from Spirit Guide, Universe, whatever it is you believe in. I call it major pain. This read was actually pretty good and simple. Last two reads were like all over the place, and that's how I know this stuff is real. Because before I even started doing readings, I was like, I'm just gonna get like the same message or story or XYZ. No whining in the upright. So, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, look, if you're headed or going towards some goal, no whining, right? Enjoy the journey, right? That's why you're on it, okay? Because you're supposed to be enjoying that journey. So no whining. Love is for everyone, okay? So if you're waiting on somebody to come back, if you're waiting on someone just to tell you that they love you, if you're waiting on just some type of relationship, Spirit Guide Universe is saying it's coming, but all in divine timing. And I know hearing that sucks. Trust me, I know. Show no mercy, okay? And that's in the reverse. Spirit Guide Universe is saying, look, you could be in such a strong and high vibrating energy that you scare some people when you go towards your goals. So Spirit Guide Universe is just showing, or just saying, like, look, you got to relax a little bit. It's okay to be serious, right? Definitely okay to be serious about your goals. Okay, I'm never going to tell you that it's not, but just make sure that you're not climbing up there, like a, I don't know, like a harpy. They got like claws for. Oh, did you see that? Look at that. You know what I mean? Um, act like a bee, get treated like one, and that's in reverse. So, Spirit Guide Universe is saying, like, look, I do feel like this is just saying, like, look, you don't have to be so hard or so rigid. If you are, take how it resonates for you, right? Like, just because you show a little bit of emotion, right, doesn't mean someone's going to treat you, in a type of way that would put you in a weak light. Okay. Bottom of the deck is not for everyone, right? And that's what you are, not for everyone. And remember that, group number 3. Thank you for tuning in to Hollywood Oracle. I'm Antonio. Take care.